Welcome back, everybody, and we have our updated Cyber Dragon deck list. This is with Clockwork Night. This card is insane. This card is crazy. This card is fun. When are we getting this card? I don't know. Nobody truly knows when we're getting this card, but why is it so good? Well, Clockwork Night is essentially, it turns all face-up monsters on the field to machines, which if you're playing Cyber Dragons, that's a very good thing. All machine monsters you control also gain 500 attack and defense. On top of that, all machine monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. So it turns everything into machines. It allows you to basically board wipe them for free without triggering most effects. If sent to graveyard is something that will trigger. If sent to graveyard by your opponent's card effect or by a card effect, will not trigger because it's a summoning mechanic, not a card effect. But it also gives a 1,000-point attack swing because yours go up 500, theirs go down 500. That is pretty good. You can banish this card from your graveyard and discard one monster, add one Earth Machine monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. What is a good Earth Machine monster? Well, I'll save you that work. It is Therion King Regulus. So yeah, let's get on into the deck profile though. Playing 2 Cyber Dragon, no Machine Dupe. Not only does Clockwork Knight conflict with Machine Dupe, playing 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Machine Dupe, 3 Clockworks, you're bricking and you're not playing enough utility cards to break your opponent's boards or to stop them. You are just making the deck more inconsistent and you're trying to raise the power ceiling, and the little bit that you raise the power ceiling, like you're here, your ceiling's showing up a little bit, but your floor is here and your floor is going down so far because you are adding bricks, then you're going to build a house. 2 Cyber Dragons, guys. 2 Cyber Dragons, because Special Summon Cyber Dragon under Clockwork Knight is very, very good. Perfect ratio right there. 2 Cyber Dragon. 3 Cyber Dragon Core, 3 Cyber Dragon Hertz, 1 Cyber Dragon Noxter, 1 Cyber Dragon Dry. Yes, we're playing Dry. But Core is your normal summon. You need to normal summon Core. You play 6 copies of Core. You're not going to open it all the time. 2, this is a great follow-up play. This isn't a turn 1 play. If you have it in your hand, even better, you hold it for your next turn. Everything isn't turn 1, guys. You don't need to OTK, guys. Okay, guys? You got it? Like, Cyber Dragon has to OTK, have to OTK, have to OTK. That's why we don't top. We need to adjust our mindset and stop trying to play the same way that we've been playing without success. The deck does not need to OTK. You can play a mid-range and be fine. That's why the trap variant has seen more success than the OTK variant. 2 Galaxy Soldiers, 1 Jizukiru because it's a searchable kaiju. Double King Regulus because, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it before, but now it's searchable through another card, so I do like it more now. 1 Pankratops, 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Repair Plant, 1 Cyber Load Fusion. You know, it's a brick power card, whatever you want to call it, but it's so nice because it's searchable. Like, you really can't. A searchable win button is essentially it. If you open it, that's unfortunate. And this card gets glued to my hand personally. I don't know how everyone else is with it, but for me, it kind of sticks to my hand. I don't like it, but it's a necessary evil. 3 Clockwork Knight. So essentially, your opponent needs to negate this card. You play this card, if they don't negate it, and you just summon any Cyber Dragon, guess what? You're board wiping them for free. You're forcing interaction off this card, and then on top of it, okay, they negated it. They destroyed it. Okay. Now you can banish it, discard a card, and get your King Regulus. And now, you know, if you discard a machine, you can summon King Regulus. Now you have a negate. Like, it forces 2 disruptions on its own, or it gets you a negate, or it gets a free board wipe. Like, the card is just crazy good. 2 Disc Coliseum, 1 Mystic Mine. I know. 1 Mystic Mine, 1 Terraforming, 3 Dark Ruler, because like I said, you do not need to OTK. You don't. You really, really don't. 2 Ultimate Slayer. This card is slept on. This card is underrated, and this card is going to see more play this format. Mark my words, it's going to happen, whether you think it will or not. This card is going to see more play this format. 1 overflow, 3 evenly in the main deck because the card is crazy. And again, we do not care about the OTKs at all. Like, here's my priority list, like here, and OTKs aren't even on it. Not even on the list. They're not at the bottom, they're not on the list. 3 infinite impermanents then rounding out our main deck. Side, we got triple Nibiru, 2 other copies of Mystic Mine, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Harpy Feather, the 3rd Ultimate Slayer, 3 Rivalry because we can go a Clockwork Rivalry Lock, and 3 D Barrier. Pretty happy with it all overall for this time being, at least. Extra deck, we got double Mega Fleet, 2 Fortress. You don't need 3 Fortress. I know Clockwork, it makes it insane, it makes it crazy. By the time you need a 3rd Fortress, I mean, like, if you're getting in those that big of grind games, like, you're just shotgunning the other ones sooner. Remember the 1000 attack and 1000 attack for the 500 up, 500 down? You don't have to Fortress if their board isn't that good. Save your Fortresses for when it matters, and 2 is plenty. 1 Chimera Tech Rampage, 1 Nova, 2 Infinity, 1 Dingirsu, because, oh look, it's a level 8. That's crazy. Remember, quick ruling here. Cyber Dragon Core, Hers, Noxer, Dry are equipped to Cyber Dragon, or to Therion King Regulus. Can you make a Fortress? No, you cannot. Their effect to become Cyber Dragon is a monster effect. While they are equipped, they're an equipped spell, not a monster. Therefore, they do not have the monster effect of becoming Cyber Dragon. Can you, however, use them for Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon? Because it does not need Cyber Dragon specifically. Still no, because it is very little Cyber Dragon monster. They are Cyber Dragon equipped spells at the moment, not monsters. It doesn't matter about the name, it physically means a monster. So you cannot use any Cyber Dragons for Mega Fleet if they're equipped to Regulus. You cannot use any of the name change ones for Fortress. However, if you do equip the original Cyber Dragon, it is Cyber Dragon in the spell and trap zone. Therefore, you can use it for Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Back to where we were. Zeus, rounding out our XCs package. Then we have Almirage, and then just the Dark. Being able to, like, Mega Fleet or Fortress your opponent, then use that Mega Fleet or Fortress to go into a Dark, and then steal a card from their graveyard. It's just really, really good. Then our Ultimate Slayer targets. We have Intis because, I mean, what feels better than, like, oh, versus Tearlaments, I'm going to bounce your Fusion and send in Tis and then pop another card and out 2 cards with 1. Just really good card economy. XCs, you know, send your Omega and then you can banish from the graveyards. And then shout out to Ali for pointing it out. I was going to run Toad because you Ultimate Slayer, you send Toad, then bounce their card, then Toad effect, put it back in the extra deck, and now you can use your other Ultimate Slayers for, you know, keep sending Toad and putting it back. But we went Mirror Logic Aggregator, so I had to look it up when he mentioned it. So again, shoutouts to Ali. If this card is XYZ summoned, you do not care because we go to the very bottom of the card. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up card on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. This is actually really good for a couple things. 1, you can out your own Mystic Mind. You can out your own type of Floodgates. Or you can obviously negate opponent's card. Floodgate, monsters, whatever. Like, again, it's kind of like the Intis logic. It's a 2-for-1. You activate Ultimate Slayer, you send this, you spin their XCs, you use this to negate another card. That's 2-for-1. Like, that's just good card economy. But yeah, so if you have questions, let me know down below. I am working on a replay video for this deck. And until next time, guys, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, and take care. Thank you for watching.